Content over everything.
Alright, P1000, go on.
No problem, right? Yeah? And I'm saying to you, yeah, if this action of somebody trying to snatch my cap away, right? Yeah,
Okay.
was on road,
Then tell him,
it would have been a problem.
Tell him.
It would have been a problem. Hold on. Let me keep speaking.
You make it look like one them
Somebody tried to
onto
your
Kalam.
cap. Your cap or try to do that or violate it.
Yeah, man. It's on tanks.
I'm just simply saying
I fully respect that, my
I
told him don't violate that.
All I was trying to say is,
All I was
trying to say is, like, see them statements like, man them think that, because I speak this.
The context was
Yeah,
that.
no one is
Sorry,
thinking
my
like
bad.
that, bro.
But the context was that about jokes. It wasn't about the brother over
but
here.
no one's trying
it was
to check
about
your
jokes.
G,
It
bro.
should have been a
Who's
joke.
trying to check your G?
I was going to
Who's
this,
trying to
bro.
test your... Who's trying to teach your G to pull up your skirt?
When you want to run this,
Who's trying to pull up your skirt here? 1 second, bro. Who's trying to pull up your skirt though, bro? Apart from this guy, who tried to pull up your skirt here, bro?
That's why the topic was about that.
You gotta be direct.
Yeah,
It
please
wasn't
go.
about that. I think the brother understood. We was
No,
talking
because
about
the
that.
narrative right now is that gangs intimidating people in the park, gangs chasing people, gangs got this mob mentality, and I'm sick of it, bro. Because if man want to see mob mentality, you can meet me in Leytonstone, where I come from, and I will show my mob mentality. Leytonstone High Road, where I come from, bro. Cut-all. I don't even care about it, though. I'm telling you, it won't be nothing what you think it is, bro. I swear to God, you or Batty Boy Sarah, or any one of them faggots, yeah, little bro, I don't give a shit about none of you guys, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Don't feel like you can send any threats to gang, because gang come here for rehabilitation. Gang come here for reform. Gang come here to build back the black community. So who ain't concerned with that? Fuck you. Simple as that. That's what man's saying. That's what I'm standing for, my freedom of speech. Yeah? Gang intervention. That's what man's standing for. From when we first got here to when man leave. And it's as simple as that. This is here to mobilize the black people that are scared to express themselves in this Babylonian system right now that is oppressing us and repressing us. Repressing us. So any kind of energies that man, you know what, let me just humility. Walk in the footsteps of the king. Anyone that's trying to come with that kind of energy where they want to try and tear down the black community, send threats to break down gang, and we ain't even looking at you, you're not even in our peripheral vision.
Bypass.
You're not in our vision. We don't see you. You might feel threatened, but God knows we don't see you. Because we ain't out there for egos. We don't care about Titans, we don't care about Tan, we don't care none of this shit. Don't involve man, bro. You see me? And don't even be co-signing people talking about they want to destroy gang. Because if you was a real black man in your heart, you know what we stand for. And you tell gang, you tell that to the youth, hey, what are you even talking about, bro?
Come on, you'll be laughing.
Come on a better footing than that. All right, I understand that you want to exercise your freedom of speech, but don't you know this is what gangs stand for? As an unbiased moderator, don't you know that this is what gang have been doing in the park? Yeah, gang ain't here to lavish. Yeah, gang ain't here to exercise egos and intellectual masturbate. We're here to do real things. My brother Jedi is out here on G-rides. Have you been with him?
He's into one, I think.
Yeah, come out on that. Come out on that. Come out on that. Before you try and criticise.
Tell me the difference.
Look, before you try and criticise, before you man come and criticise, and before you man go out there and co-sign and bodyguard for man like fucking Tommy Robinson and these man, come out and bodyguard for the youth then. Come out and defend the youth.
Come on, stand up, man.
That's what man wanna see.
Use your platform for the youth.
And until that, I'm gonna be calling man some little bros.
Are you listening? Are you listening?
Simple as that.
Who here
Come out and defend the youth.
Can you put up your hand if you have children?
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, can you put up your hand if you have children?
I ain't
Can you put up your hand if you have a little
But every
brother?
man
A
younger
little
than me
brother or a
could be
little
my
sister?
potential youth.
Yeah?
Every man younger than me
Everyone
could be
here
my
has a little
potential
brother. Everyone here has a little sister. Everyone here has
Come on.
children.
All of
Yeah?
that.
So that means when we're talking about guiding the new generation, this affects everyone here. Because as much as we're for the black community, there's Asians, there's white people, there's everyone living in the black community that are affected by the same things the black community is affected with. Yeah? So you can see we give our time, our energy, because you can't tell me what you love. Yeah? Show me where you spend your time and your money, and I will show you what you love. Yeah? We give our time, money, energy, and resources into your youth. Every one of you here, everyone that put your hand down, a hand up, that's what we give our time and energy to. Yeah? Now, from what I can see from Kalam, I can't tell you what he's doing outside of the camera and outside of his platform. But from what I can see from the platform, I can't really see your youth and your youth's future in what he's doing. I see more mainly fighting Islam or talking about Islam or things that can create more division in our community. This is one of the reasons why since we came here, and Kalam himself knows we've been consistent. Because as much as we said to the Muslims, to stop the violence, we also let man know they couldn't touch Kalam. But at the same time, we're telling Kalam that he can't be touched. We're asking Kalam and we ask Sarah and everyone else, I beg you have some respect and decorum when you come down here so man them can defend the thing properly.
Yeah, but you know what? It's mad, yeah? It's because it's like you got to undress all the things that man do behind the scenes. It's like we got to prove something. This is why I prefer not to even speak on these things. Man know what we do, innit?
It's documented. Everything's documented.
To be honest, yeah, I feel like that subject is like dead out now, innit? Like I don't even know. Like, I don't know if there's a bridge to build or whatever. I find it mad, fam. Defending free speech. Jedi comes on your show. Don't swear. No profanities.
Follow the rules.
Yeah, follow the ruls.
Tan
comes on the show that I'm on. I'm not allowed to speak, swear, nothing. My man's calling me nigger. That's all thumbs up.
So he's gonna destroy you.
You could retort that, of course.
So I'm like,
it's consistent.
So I'm like, bro, yeah.
Like,
Hold on. This is where the freedom of speech thing is gonna go now. Yeah, but this is what you're gonna champion, bro. Instead of fighting for freedom of life, yeah, you are tune into their little buzzwords, freedom of fucking speech, and you're gonna make this your little crusade to push you in a direction. I genuinely don't think from your actions you give a fuck about freedom of speech, bro. Genuinely, I don't think in your heart you don't give a fuck,
Hits, controversy. That's what I said.
the enemy of my enemy.
Truly, you sat here and said that you don't think Tan was a freedom fighter. You feel like he's just a provocateur. So if
you're
that's
gonna feed into that.
what was so special about his
Highlight
message?
that.
What was so amazing about that? Yeah.
So you're
He's not
trying to
fighting for
highlight
rights
fuckery.
because you keep saying freedom of speech, but he's not fighting for freedom of speech.
That's
he's just provoking
inconsistent.
something.
Can't you see that's inconsistent?
It's
Can't you see that's
not even
But you don't want to see
provoking.
it.
It's not even
You bring
provoking.
this-
He's trying to establish.
Bro, I swear down.
He's trying to establish a Nazi regime,
Bro,
bro.
hear what I'm
He's
saying,
trying to
hear what I'm
establish.
saying.
He's
Fam,
established,
fam,
yes,
fam,
he's established
fam.
illogical. You're a person that stands for coherent. You're a person that stands for coherent, fruitful debating, yeah? And you made this fucking idiot, nonsensical, fucking idiot come on your show and chat shit and try and belittle black people, and you call yourself a man of Kemet. You call yourself a man standing on Ma'at. So where was your level? Where was the wind spreading there? Where was the wings of Ma'at for my brother Jedi? Where did the wings stretch out and hold my brother Jedi and embrace him in the same theory of freedom in speech, or your same theory?
And you know what? I noticed this energy, yeah, that time, yeah, when it was a Tommy Robinson thing, and I
let him
broke.
follow it still, but let him follow, because you escape. You escape. Where was the same energy though? Where was the Ma'at that you hold dearest to your heart? Because I heard you talk about Ma'at.
Yeah, would you like to hear it? Would you like to hear it? Okay. So the matter lies with this, yeah? I'm allowing somebody, yeah, to exercise their freedom of speech on my platform, yeah? Regardless if I like it, dislike it, or hate it. I've already made it plain and clear and obvious, right? Before that show and even after that show. The use of the N-word, nigger, I despise it. It hurts my heart. Every single time a black person uses it against another black person, or a white person uses it against a black person, or an Asian person uses it against a black person,
cool.
let alone a Chinese person using it against another black man. I hate that ish. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? I had restraint, I had self-control, yeah, to let a man do what he's supposed to do.
As the moderator should.
Yeah, exactly. That was my mad. Hold on, let me give you another example, right?
Where's the same
I've also had, yeah.
Where's the same
Can
courtesy
I
for
finish?
Jedi?
Can I finish? Yeah. I've also had white supremacists, yeah, come onto my show, yeah, spitting their rhetoric. I've also had, yeah, certain individuals, yeah, that are black supremacists, yeah. And when I say black supremacists, yeah, they're calling. Hold on.
This is.
Why
I'm not gonna lie to you,
can't you
fam.
man-
I'm not gonna lie to you. I respect you.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
You know when you hear the politicians say the same speech.
Let him
Bro,
finish.
let me finish,
He's
right?
gonna hang
Bro,
himself.
right, you said
The
the
voice is
same
gonna
thing.
hang
Like,
himself.
all right, cool.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, yeah, I've even had, yeah, another man, yeah.
Where was
calling-
the balance for Jedi?
I've
Is
also
what he's
heard, yeah.
asking you.
Let me finish.
You're doing some long, elaborate
Yeah,
list.
yeah, yeah.
We don't
No,
need
no,
that.
he didn't say
This is
where's
what
my-
you call.
he didn't say where's my balance
Bro,
over
you
Jedi.
called the
He said where was your
balance,
ma'at? He said where was my ma'at? And I'm giving you my ma'at.
That is balance,
Right?
bro. Ma'at's
I also
balance,
had,
my
yeah,
bro.
I also had, yeah, another individual,
It's
yeah.
not tip
Hold on,
scales.
Can I finish?
Yeah,
I
go
also had
on.
another individual, yeah, come onto my platform, platform, yeah, a black man talking about he hates dirty, stinking Africans, right? This is me, African, yeah, with my African you in Africa.
Yeah, but
hold on, listening to this, right?
Yeah.
And not going off on my man. I had all my rights to do that,
But where's the courtesy for
but I
Jedi?
showed self-control.
But
The
where was
reason
the
why I
courtesy
showed
for
self-control
Jedi?
is because of the platform.
But where was the
You're
courtesy
supposed
for
to.
Jedi?
You're supposed to
But
bring
where
this
was the
out.
courtesy for
The
Jedi?
courtesy for Jedi, yeah, is the same rules apply for every single panel member.
So it's a separate
Why would you
answer.
threatening to kick him out?
I didn't threaten to kick out Jedi.
You did.
Did I say Jedi? I'm threatening to kick you out.
No, you didn't say
button.
that. No,
All right,
you didn't. But the threat was already laid.
Trigger happy.
The threat was already there, innit? Yeah.
Trigger happy
And
remarks.
what was happening?
But
What was
I'm
happening at the
saying-
time? You had Rajiv here that
Bro,
kept on
it's not
saying,
even a big...
Sayin on mute his mic. This is what I'm talking about. Don't think that the whole world revolves around certain people.
Bro, I'm not saying
Like,
that,
I'm
bro.
saying to you, the rule was for everybody. Set rule for everybody. Don't transgress it. But you wanted me to give you special privileges.
No,
and
fam.
then the question is,
Fam,
where
listen,
is your
listen to what
where
you
is your
said.
balance?
Listen to what you said.
Come on,
You
man.
said, yeah.
We all saw
You
that
said,
he
one
gave Tan
second.
special
You said you let
privileges.
people swear on your show.
Because he's the one who's come on to the show.
Now I'm
Sorry.
the invisible
My
man.
bad.
You love playing this game with me.
I was bad.
Yeah,
I was
You
bad.
love
Go
playing
ahead.
this game
Go
with
ahead.
me.
I was
fam.
bad.
I'm starting to feel like a boxer that don't get his fight, fam. Like, what one?
ahead.
I'm only talking to you, fam.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Like, you're not, but you're smarter than that.
I'm listening.
Anyway, fam, yeah? At the end of the day, fam, all bullshit aside, what you said to me and what you said to the panel members about not swearing, that's all good and dandy. Just now you said, rah, you know what? I've let man on my show that swears because that's part of their spill. That's who they are. That's their thing. So I'm saying, rah, but I swear. That's my thing as well. I said, yeah. You're a panel member though. All right, but you allow the next man to swear on your platform. You said it. You say it's a family show. Yeah. You say you keep this language down. Don't use profanities. Don't use ad hominems. He jumps on and is calling man nigger. Yeah, fucking niggas. Yeah. And it's like, bruv, there's no part of you that kicks in and says, "Rah, boom, hold on." I can't allow them man to be on my show. Chinese man, he's just a provocateur. He's not even actually doing anything.
Coming with any
He's not even a freedom fighter or nothing. Like, so why am I letting him on here to racially abuse my black brothers and the white community? Why am I allowing that to happen? It's
Not even
unnecessary.
chastising,
What,
not
just to
even
be
saying
provoked?
nothing.
No. Intellectually provoked? No. He's a mastermind and a genius.
No.
He's a mastermind. Oh yes, Tan. Oh my God.
Yes,
Tan.
the
When man comes on, man. Hold on. Man is just
excited.
excited. Man is just excited about the wrong things, bruv. I swear to God, intellectualism.
That's why I think you look like a snake.
Hats off to you, fam. Like, I
That's
swear
why I
to
said it
God,
makes you look like
I
a
hope that
snake.
your IQ is 200 or some shit like that, man. Hats off to you.
All right. So
Bruv,
again, yeah.
but bruv, you think that we're too dumb
Oh
to
my
see
days.
that you use your intellectualism, fam, yeah? Just to cover, even through this conversation, just to be dishonest. And that's what you are, you're intellectually dishonest. You're a smart guy.
You're not
I
saying
give
all
it
these
to you.
things like
But I'm
dishonest like what?
Come on, man. You
One
can't
hand
even
clap
look
to
me in the
that,
eye
10
and
man
be
is saying,
real
Tell
about
me,
it.
tell me. You tell me what have I done that's dishonest?
10 people are saying the same thing. Now,
I mean,
obviously,
it's cool, fam.
It's 10 people could all say the same thing, still be wrong, right?
from
Come
observation.
on,
from
that's
naked
true. We're speaker's
observation,
corner.
they
That's true.
could
We're
be.
speaker's corner.
They
That's true.
could be.
One cap is saying what's
They
true.
could
One
be.
cap is saying
Do you know what?
They
You
could
know what it is,
be.
right?
But-
You know what it is,
but-
where it is?
but-
You know what it is,
but
where it is?
there's
It's
still
all
reasonable
good. Let a Chinese man come on the show, any man come on the show. This man, it's cool.
You are asking why 10 people are saying that. You are, the bigger question is why are all 10 people
No,
saying
Jedi. If it was you on the show, you would have to do your thing, mate. It's not your show.
Why all 10 people
For fun,
saying this
for
stuff?
fun, for entertainment, to provoke, man. Intellectualism, yeah. And this is where we go in 2018, yeah. The clever motherfuckers get dumber and dumber because they lose certain things that they think they got. The ego ain't gonna let you see, I'm actually losing base with myself a little bit, you know. You're losing yourself a bit, but it is where it is, bro, man. Hats off to you, man.
You
got
got
a free platform. I want your platform before I even tried to. You know what I mean? You're one of the first man that converted to my conscious thing. I tune into your thing. And brother polite and that. Not polite and them and the same thing. Yeah, you're the UK one.
Rasta.
We're not working with police. We're not working with police. We're not advocating no one getting arrested. And we're not advocating no one calling man no nigger or no monkey or none of that. I'm not none of that. I don't care how smart you are or whatever. I'm not advocating it. I'm not sponsoring it. You can't do it around me comfortably. You get me?
I'm saying the same
You
thing.
can't do it. And then we get this thing. Man call me nigger and monkey.
You
Give
called
them
the man them
attention.
animals. You called the man them
We're
barbarians.
giving him attention.
You called the man them
We're giving him
savages.
attention. He put man on his show. He's like we're giving him attention.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
He done the flyer for the dancing.
Let me ask you a question though. Let me ask you a question.
He done the flyer, the layup,
Tanner's been here for
paid the
over a year.
DJ, everything.
Check it though, my brother, because you're the only one who's listening. Tanner's been here for over a year. Not once did he appear on Titans TV. Not once. On every other channel, he's appeared on. It's you lot that give him the attention.
No one
Hold
gave
on.
him attention.
When you say you lot that give him the attention,
No one
I'm
get.
talking about
He
media.
fed off
I'm
it.
talking about
He
media.
went off the black.
Who's you
He
lot?
went
Who's
for the
you
black
lot?
community.
Media. Everybody that's a speaker's corner, right?
Well, I gave
everybody.
you're talking with us.
Community.
You're talking with us, and you're saying
He went
we
for
lot.
the
What energy did we give to him?
What energy? I'm talking about media.
What media, whatever. You're saying you lot are the ones that gave. You're talking to us,
As
right?
people.
Oh,
As people.
what
Collective.
people? There's no collective shit. You prove it, bro.
Okay.
With your behaviour.
But
There's no
when he
collective
first said
shit.
nigger in the
Like,
park, gang weren't
get me?
even there. You had couple token, couple blackface man them. Yeah, couple sellout, couple black man with white heart standing around, laughing around. Yeah, couple black man with white heart. But there was no gang members there when he first said nigger. So when did they feed him?
Because I'm claiming to be media right now, yeah? How comes you lot don't attack COE like this? No, I have to do this though. I love you. But how come you lot don't attack him for this?
Attack him for what? Attack him for what?
Whilst Tanya was, doing his speech, doing his manifesto, did you record him saying the N-word? The second time, yeah? Like, why don't you not say raw? Like, why don't you go to him and say, like, you shouldn't have this?
How do you hold on? Let me ask you a question, yeah?
Yeah.
How do you know what we've said with Leon?
So why don't you do it in front of the camera? Let everybody see it then.
Why?
Because,
What do you mean?
Because
Well,
for some strange...
we camera check. Did I bring a camera? When I was chatting to you, when I came to talk to you, did I bring a
And we
camera?
know what
Hold on, just now.
I don't know.
That's what I was just gonna say.
No,
We know what's going on.
You recorded what you
Just
don't.
now, fam. Just now. When I came to
Earlier on, when you recorded.
It's not for
Earlier on,
this
this guy's being funny. This guy's being funny.
What does Co stand for in the park?
Oh my
How
God,
do these videos come out?
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
What does he
One
stand
second.
for? Answer your question.
I already said about freedom of speech.
Kalam.
What does it stand for?
Kalam.
That's the question. What does it stand for?
Edit it.
That's the question. What does it stand for?
How does he put it out?
What does it stand
How
for?
do you know what?
Stand for
One
my
second.
act.
If you don't know what conversation we've had with COE, then you're not entitled to that conversation. But then we've had
But why
conversations.
don't you have the same conversation
But
as
what-
he is
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now with him in front of the camera?
But let me ask,
why don't that happen?
Because you know what?
But why does it happen to
listen.
happen to
When
me?
you came over, you was having a conversation.
Like, why does it always have to happen to
Bro,
me?
when you came over, started having this conversation,
other
there was
people
no
do the
camera.
same thing, yeah, but
There was
I
no
can't.
camera, fam. Man didn't set out to interview you on camera, fam. The camera came, man pulled out his phone,
Now, I
where
wanted to
after
see-
you lot had been speaking. You
What you
understand?
gonna say to the brothers them that you
No
want
one's
locked
following
up?
you with cameras.
I
don't
wanted
know,
to see
fam.
what you wanted to say to the brothers them that you wanted locked up on Tranny Cinder's show.
What do you mean? Don't say brothers. Don't say brothers as though it was intended
Because it
for
was
the brothers.
niggas, innit? He was saying niggas. He was saying he's gonna destroy a gang. So the people that would have took offence to that, that would have stopped him in his action
He
from
said
trying to
the
destroy
whole
a
speech
gang.
here was against Jews, against white people, against a whole list of people, right? Everybody.
Yeah, so
But gang was
So it's not
included.
intended.
Gang was
like-
Gang was
so he's asking you a
included.
question.
Gang
So
was
anybody,
included.
listen, anybody that wants to attack you and put hands on you, yeah, they should be arrested. The same thing for Tan. Tan is not nobody special that I'm giving special privilege
You
to.
can't
It's just the
dictate
same
who
thing.
gets arrested.
Anybody that puts a hands
can't
on you,
dictate nothing. You have no power,
they should be
no
arrested.
standing.
They're assaulting somebody.
You're nobody.
Okay, then I'm nobody.
Yeah, that's
That's
from
cool,
the
I don't
road,
mind.
isn't it? It's from the road.
It's on the roads.
I don't mind.
Your brother. Your
That's
real
that road
brother.
manifesto. I guess we don't know the law, right?
Your real brother manifesto.
But the point man was trying to say is,
Yeah, bro, this is speaking.
nobody
to
followed you with a
I'm
camera.
trying to bring no road.
I don't like the way you tried to say, bring COE out in front of the camera. Yeah,
why not?
Nobody
Why not?
followed you with a camera.
Why
fam.
not, B? Why
COE
not?
came to film. We was
Why
chatting
not,
to
bruv?
you.
No,
already.
everybody was filming me earlier on.
Nah,
Everybody
when we
was
first came,
filming
no one
me.
was
Nah, I
filming,
just
fam.
wanted him to
When we
say-
first came, no one was
I just
filming.
wanted to say
Hold
something.
on. Why are you lying, fam? When we first came, nobody was filming, fam.
When
You
we
were
first
talking
came.
for like 5 minutes,
When,
fam.
when,
No one
when,
was filming.
when I came over there,
Yeah.
right, and we was talking, it was just started about 5 minutes. Then later on, cameras started coming out. You just had to look around. I was
So
saying
straight
what's that
away
got to do
though.
with
That
that?
works straight
What,
away
is that,
though.
what's that got to do with us? Ain't it Speaker's Corner? You're trying to make it seem like, oh, why don't you pull these men out in front of camera? We never pulled you out in front of camera, fam. Because we was having this convo before camera arrived.
Every single
Tell
time.
the truth, fam. Don't paint
Tommy
it.
Robinson. Why did you record Tommy Robinson? COE recorded Tommy Robinson. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said that.
What?
Nobody did say that.
How do you know who said what, fam?
I'm talking about on camera, doing videos.
You come to Speaker's Corner to talk on camera. COE doesn't come to talk on camera. So why is he going to be interviewed on camera? When have you ever seen COE interviewed on camera? That's the difference, yeah? Yeah? You're P. Diddy, fam. He's Suge Knight. You understand what I'm saying to you? You're all in the videos. Yeah? Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's why, fam.
If Leon, no, because Leon, tell the truth. He recorded the same thing. One minute, Leon, if Tommy Robinson came and you came and said, freedom of speech is finally in Speaker's Corner, do you think I'll get onto you, Leon?
You shouting at Tommy.
I'll get on. So Leon said that if he done what you done and was doing the lives and getting excited and cheerleading on camera,
you did it on camera to him, to COE.
Yeah, come on.
Any of the other dons as well.
Really, I have to because he films man all the time, fam.
Pull out your brethren then.
I call out all my
Pull out your brethren right now.
Which
Pull out your brethren right now.
My brethren already said
Pull out your brethren right now. No, pull out your brethren right now then.
I've called out all my
Pull out your brethren right now. Prove your point.
You call out what brethren? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Be consistent.
I don't know.
I want to see you're consistent.
What brethren? What brethren?
I want to see you're consistent.
Where's your works in the community? Where's your works to outweigh all the controversy? Where's your works to outweigh all the controversy on documented work? You've got a media channel.
Everybody else about my works. That's why
you've got a media channel.
I let my works brag.
Where's your documentation of your works in the community though? You're a media man, innit? You're a cameraman.
Ask people in the community.
Now why isn't it documented? Can't I see it? Can't I see it? Like I can go on COE and I can see the documented works that he's doing in the community. Can I see yours?
This is all we need to do.
Because you're a media man.
And then that's it.
As a fan, I'm saying as a person, as a consumer. I don't want to ask the community. I want to go to your actual Insta. I want to go to your actual YouTube and see you documenting some works in the community other than getting onto Muslims, other than backing people like Tommy Robinson.
Imagine a man just
Get
come to
me?
me and
Because
say,
you're
doing his little
you're
Jedi
dealing with
tricks.
my act. As a cameraman, your my act should be displayed through the lens.
That's what you can see,
Through the
right?
lens.
That's what you can see, right?
I'm saying as a cameraman though, innit?
I swear, a lot of black people.
Are you not a cameraman? Are you not a cameraman?
Let me show you something right now. Let me show you something right now. Let me show you something right now.
Are you not a cameraman?
No, I'm not. I'm not a cameraman. Don't ever get twisted.
Do you not have a
I'm not
media
cameraman.
platform?
I'm not. No. Don't get twisted. I'm not a cameraman. I'm not a cameraman.
You are a cameraman. He only retired when COE got to the corner. Before COE got to the corner, he was definitely a cameraman down at Speaker's Corner every Sunday. When COE started to film, which is one of the reasons.
And I still wasn't a cameraman.
1 minute, which is one of the reasons. Listen, which is one of the reasons why Kalam, Big Bro, Uncle Ty, Gabs, why all of these people hate us is because before we came to the corner, they were the fight. No, not Gabs.
It might be the other way around. It might be the other way around.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. I think he needs to be more direct. I think my brother, and I rate him differently. You know, that's my brother differently. Yeah, I need to chat. I phoned him. I already phoned him anyway. But what I'm saying
a lot of you black people who are here right now, I'm pretty sure, if Tyers TV wasn't at Speaker's Corner, most of you guys wouldn't be at Speaker's Corner.
And we said thanks, man.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I came to Speaker's Corner with Umar Johnson when I brought him over to the country, and I've got the picture to prove it, bro.
We'd never be here to get
I'm the first person that brought Umar Johnson on Hidden Colours to Speaker's Corner.
If it wasn't for Kalam, we wouldn't be down here at Speaker's Corner where a Chinese man can call my nigger a monkey. And a man can be upset by that and not do him nothing and still be called a mob. Still be painted like it's a mob by your black brother.
By your black brother.
Thank you, Kalam.
And allow these racist white people like Bacon Lady to completely change the narrative and tell lies on Jedi. Malicious lies.
I must be good if I could do this.
Not claiming it. You said if it weren't for us, if it weren't for you.
No, you said about Amy. About Amy. I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? You didn't defend anything. You didn't say no, Jedi wasn't doing that. You wasn't defending anything when she was making all of these statements.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to.
I came in that way, then I left. That's what I did.
Yeah, I hear you.
You agreed with them. You came what you needed to be a good agent. That's it.
Because you're on the panel, you agree with everybody what the panel was saying.
Yes, man.
don't know.
Jedi was on the panel. Jedi was on the panel. He didn't agree with
Fam, right now we're debating you, yeah? Right now we ain't on one accord.
I'm not allowed to swear, I'm not allowed to swear, and you let man come on there and call my nigga, and for you,
listen,
Jedi, wait. I'm sorry if you think that the rules shouldn't apply to you.
Wait, Jedi. Yeah? Obviously, right now we're debating, right now we're not agreeing. Right now I feel like Kalam is a detriment to the community, yeah? At the same time, yeah, I got my reasons. Yeah?
Dangerous coward. You know why I say you're a dangerous coward? You don't even own what you say.
One minute. When Kalam's hat was just taken off and he had a little heart attack, yeah, it was Jedi. Even though we're in a debate, it was Jedi who checked my man and made sure. So Jedi's not biased. He don't 100%, but he's still
my brethren. I'm joking. Even if my
come on, bro. So Jedi, when Kalam is being treated unfairly, Jedi's still gonna stand in Kalam and say no, don't do that. But if we're being treated unfairly, Kalam will not do the same for us. And you can watch the shows to see, yeah, and you can watch the evidence to see that.
It doesn't even matter, bro. What is the point we're trying to improve on?
There isn't a point.
The reality is there's always different types of people and minded people in it, yeah? From that time where we had that Tommy Robinson little thing going on, and there was like a little friction going on, and Uncle Ty was doing his marathon shows. I sat down and I read it, and I thought, you know what, man has to try and do this olive branch thing and show the solidarity, because I really am trying to work at that, yeah, because you know it's difficult, innit? Anyway, on that day when I tried to put man together, there was this energy coming from man, bruv, yeah? And I never really felt it like that before, because ask anyone. I am the Kalam advocate. I have been the last one to drop out of your hangout. Put it that way. Analogy, you get me?
I was the first.
Yeah, I was the last man to drop out of your hangout. I'm just like, nah, boom, boom, boom. I know Kalam is cool, boom, boom, boom. Anyway, long story short, fam. Made me lose my chain of downfall, man.
Hold a quick arm.
Say that again? Nah, man, forget that. That's not. I weren't trying to say about me being an advocate. What was we talking about just now?
The energy.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry, my brother. Sorry, my bad. I got you. So anyway, yeah, fam. So I think when I went to put you lot together and Raspect and you, I said, wow, do you know what? Go and shake hands, bruv. I felt this energy from you, fam, yeah. And then we tried to do. I don't know if it was a picture or whatever. And you was on this thing, yeah. And it's not that this has any significance to me, but it's like. It's like a deep reminder, fam. Yeah? I'm a spiritual man, fam. Yeah, and I feel something. I feel something in the. I feel something, fam. There's something off key with you, fam. Yeah. I don't know what it is you're on or what it is, but it's like I don't think you even really want that level of unity. You more thrive off this kind of staying abstract. So man, trying to respect your thing, like, bro, really and truly, there's no beef. Like, there's no beef. It is what it is. Difference of thinking and whatnot, yeah. Different of working, but I don't really ever get that genuine energy from you.
There's a WED the boy. To every Garvey, there's a bag of wire. To every Garvey, there's a he's just WEB the boy in this time. We respect you, brother, but we know what your game is. Okay. Give thanks. Okay. You're not going to use your software, man. We're Garvey in this time. Garvey.
The way I see it, Jedi, yeah, and Booney, yeah, is I see that when we came down to this park, yeah, we completely changed the game of this park, yeah. We don't see this park before we came, you understand? To Uncle Ty, I think Uncle Ty issue with us ain't because he hates us. I think all of them are big fans of, they've been here for like 10, 15 years and they never had droves of people coming down, organising, mobilising, doing things outside of the park. Like nothing like this has ever happened from Speaker's Corner. So I feel like it's a territorial thing that these lot are feeding. I feel like they're feeding like we're changing Speaker's Corner. That's why they're using words like mob. That's why they're using words like mob and all of it. Because I don't think young, black. I
never heard me.
I don't know your smart.
I've always.
No.
I've never heard Tommy Robinson be racist.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cute.
We know that's your thing.
It's true.
Kalam.
No.
It's true. You don't attack us, but people you're rolling with will attack us. Just like Tommy Robinson, isn't it? There's similarities there.
I've come from elsewhere, right? all of the hatred has come from elsewhere. I don't show that stuff to you guys. I always promote
show
you guys,
it.
support you guys.
But we can
all the time, all the time.
Because we
When
never
you're
hated
having your gang,
That's because we never hated you. That's because we never hated you.
No. Certain individuals.
Oh, now you want to talk about individuals? Or you talking about the organisation?
No, I've never said the organisation.
Well, we're talking about gang, innit? Or you want to talk about one person? You talk about one person, call his name, be direct.
I like, be direct.
Be direct, fam.
And where's your claims?
Talk about Raspect.
Where's your
claims
evidence
against
for those
Raspect.
claims?
It's not like,
I've got my evidence.
but make sure, but this is what I'm
Say what
saying.
I say.
One second. Just like when you said mob and how we chased him when you was in the lead of the pack, yeah. Just like how you said, oh, bring the cameras, just like we were chatting before cameras out. I need you to stop painting the scenario in a certain way that leaves someone that hasn't got the third wall to see what I want. Yeah, it's never been that. So like you're talking about gang or you're talking about Raspect. Yeah.
So
you understand what I'm saying?
Specifically, individual.
Okay.
I didn't say.
Where's the evidence for those
gang,
claims,
cool.
bro? Where's your receipts?
Where's
your
your
receipts?
evidence?
Respect, do you have an issue with me?
I've got an issue.
Go, man.
I've got an issue.
Why are we trying to?
I've got an issue.
Dance around
I've got
this.
an issue. I've got an issue with things that are detrimental to my community and my brothers. I've got an issue. I've got an issue.
That's why I don't know about him.
I've got an issue with action. I've got an issue. I've never had an issue with Gabs. Yeah, except for his vague zombie
You had a
statement.
problem because I never uploaded your.
No, that was one problem.
That was the first.
That was one problem. That was one problem. That was what. No,
got an issue with me because I
you
never
remember?
uploaded a
You remember?
video.
You remember?
Yeah, that was his first
So
issue.
you have
That was
issues
one
to
issue.
stop, and you have to deal with those issues that you have outside of the park.
That's right.
Stop
That's
making
right.
things so personal.
That's right.
It's not that
You
personal.
say that's right. It's really not.
About have you got an issue with me? It's not about that.
No, okay.
Deal
I'm
with
with
your
you.
own
Through
problems
Daisy
and
one.
deal with when someone asks you a question, answer it, innit?
I'm with you, sis.
Yeah,
Just be clear, be direct.
I'm with you, sis.
And then if you want to be taken seriously, that's how you have to deal with things, innit? If we're about bettering each other, you're not doing that right now.
Jester, man.
One
Jester.
sister.
Give thanks.
Set the mediation, the balance.
Number one, Jester.
But my main problem is I've got a problem with anyone who's doing things that are detrimental to our community, brainwashing our community, or advocating for agent provocateurs in our community. Now my brothers like Raf's just one of my brothers, but we've got plenty of brothers like that in the community. And we can talk about, I've heard indirects from Kalam and Big Bro about like brothers from the roads. But when you're in your family party and people come to try and break into your family, I'm saying when you're at your family party and people try to break in, it's going to be that brother from the roads that everyone runs to. So you lot love us when it's time. Because as much as Kalam's here in the park, if something happens to him, it's going to be his brothers that come from that same road place that he's going to be looking to. That's who they call for. No, that's what I'm saying. No, what we're saying is, what I'm saying is, yeah, the statement that you made, and I'm going to play it in a show for everyone to hear, yeah? The statement that you made about the people that you want to see come down to the park and be arrested and put in jail, yeah, that statement applies to, as far as I heard, to all of my brothers from the roads. So as much as, so for me, you are setting up an agent provocateur to come down and provoke my brothers, and then you've said that you want to see them go to jail over it. That is your words. You understand? And I've got the clip, and I'm going to do a live showing it on Thursday.
This is what it, like, you lot are crazy with it. This happened, yeah? The event with Tan happened, and then we spoke about it.
No, remember.
So don't tell me I'm trying to set up people when it's something that's retrospective.
One minute, wait.
Come on,
You already checkmated yourself.
Narrative.
You checkmated
You're painting a
yourself
fake narrative
because
right now.
you showed us earlier that you made that statement before Tan came, and that's
And
when you
what was it
lied.
about, though?
And then you
What
made a
was it
statement
about?
after Tan.
Yeah,
but
but
I'm
That was
saying,
people was talking about they're going to do a citizen arrest on Tan. That's something completely separate.
Remember
Come on,
on
man.
your own show,
Like,
you
like,
said
like,
to Tanya,
check the
will he
timeline.
be bringing bodyguards to the park when he tries to destroy a guy? So you knew the kind of climate, what he intended to cause.
When
at
he
the
goes
park.
over
You
here
knew.
to Muslims praying, yeah, bruv, you need to have some backup with you, fam.
No, it wasn't about Muslims.
I'm not telling you to
This
do
was about
those
gangs.
things.
This was about gangs.
No, I'm showing you an example. I'm giving you an example, right? Regardless of who
Don't
you're
bring Muslims
doing
into it.
No, don't jump in like that, yeah? Let's keep it level.
Keep on what's it called, you know, you keep on sliding.
Do you think I want him to go up to gang, yeah, and do those type of movements? I don't want gang to
You need to
react.
just respect. Just respect because this is about
So
whatever.
Kalam,
innit?
so why on the show when he said he was going to destroy a gang and when he was calling the gang nigger, why was you laughing? you and Sarah was in hysterics. So it means that
when he said that, don't lie, man.
100%.
When he said that, what's that? When he said that
I'm going to destroy the gang.
I'm going to destroy gang. I was laughing.
Yes.
What's that?
You and Sarah.
If I said, if I laughed, I stand corrected. But I don't believe I was. I don't believe I was.
It was. I've got that
Say so. I'll review it.
My brother,
Definitely a
this
snigger.
what was said, yeah?
Get me?
Time said on your platform that is going to come down and destroy Jedi with Raspect and destroy gang.
Yeah.
To be honestly, when I heard that and I hear you colliding like doing your thing, I said I'm going to come down. And tell the truth, apparently he came to us. He came to try and antagonize us. We listened, we laughed. But when I saw all of this stuff,
One second,
you was at the front of it.
brother, I'm not even going to disrespect the team. Look, let's have a, if we're rounding it off, then no, I ain't got no more to say, fam, I really don't want it to be a thing where it's like some combating Kalam and whatever. I just want to have fruitful discussion, and I need it to be like concise. Get me?
Let me
So we
just-
stick on these
let me
points.
just- let me
No
just
waffling
finish.
from nobody.
Let me just finish.
Get me?
Kalam, I'm going to say this, yeah? The way you control your narratives amongst your people is not a good light to us, yeah? We're not
In your
mobs,
opinion,
yeah?
in your
their
opinion.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
When I view you as a brother in the same Mennonite skin, yeah, I realise me and you are not the same kin. Because your followers, you are not, I don't see you able to make your narratives have a positive role on us. You call us mobs, you call us this, but realise this. When we come about, we realise that we are the peacemakers, and I'm going to leave you with that. My brothers,
You can't say anything about chasing mob. When you was in the head of the chasing mob, the majority.
Can I respond to you, Rambo?
Giggling.
Can I respond to you? Yeah?
Giggling.
Okay.
When you're disgusted, you just
So yeah,
giggling.
yeah, that's your view, yeah. And I think that you're partially right, yeah.
I'm disgusted.
You're partially right. We may share the same like melanin skin and so forth.
Skin folk are kinfolk.
That's right. I mean, we may not always, might not be kinfolk in that respect in terms of ideology, right? Because you said certain questionable things, yeah, that I would never say. You said certain questionable things, yeah, talking about you would stab up a man, yeah.
When did I say that?
That was on the live stream.
On the live stream?
Yeah, live stream.
When? On our live stream.
Yeah, on your live stream. Yeah.
That's my count.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's
That's not.
Can I finish?
I feel like that was
No, I would like to finish. I would like.
This is the energy. Hold on.
That's why
You're correct. This is the energy. One second. Listen. This is the energy that man is talking about, fam, yeah? And I don't give a fuck who can't see it and who can see it, yeah? I'm an energy god. I see it all. You can't hide it from me, fam.
That's why you went to respond to
I'm telling you, that little weird feeling that I had, I just felt it again. There's something different about that.
It was a negative.
It's like, you know what it's like? It's
Like, we stand by our words, bro. Any of my words, I'll stand by 100% of the time, bro. So allow me, innit? Allow me. So again, I'm not.
I wondered why.
You know what I'm saying? We may share certain things. We may share.
Hold on. So your brothers from the road. Your brothers from the road that will ride out on man. Yeah? Your brothers on the road that will react on the road. It's like, 1 second, listen. If some shit happen on the road, your brothers from the road that are like gang, that will react like Booney would and that you understand, yeah, would be on some shit. You've come from the road. Those brothers on the road, are they your kinfolk?
Okay. So again, I'm going to say it again, right?
Nah, bro, yes or no, fam? Stop all that shit. You answer every question the same way. So again, can I speak? Just answer, yes.
I'll give
Are they your kinfolk?
I'll give you a simple answer since we could only comprehend simple answers. Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so is that
Satisfied with that? That was a yes. That was a yes answer.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So this thing about different ideologies is out the window because you've got kinfolk that do the same shit that Rambo spoke about in the last stream, and they're still your kinfolk.
Yeah.
So fuck that. Bro.
Man.
So give another reason why it's not your kinfolk. Give another ideology.
Again, that's
that one's out the window.
Again, yeah. Again,
Come
the
again.
simple answers
Come
is
again.
all you want to hear, right?
Come again.
Right?
Come again.
It's over.
I want you to
Come
say
again
yes
with
or
the
no.
next
And then
ideology
explain.
that separates you from Rambo. Is there anything else you want to throw man under the bus?
Yeah, he tried to
Did someone over there say they want to shoot someone? Hey, someone over there said they was going to shoot someone.
Again, I like the spin.
Peter said that he's going to...
Spin doctor. Spin
No,
doctor.
you tried to ask me a question earlier. You said address my brethren. You said address my brethren, innit? I addressed my brethren, and my brethren said that he saw a load of black people backing Tommy, and he followed those black people.
Address him now. Address him now. No, address him now. Address him now, man.
Hold on, actually 100 times. I was following all my brothers. At the time I didn't know what was going on. I was following all my black brothers just going around in that corner. So I followed. That's all I've done. So what?
No, I'm not attacking you. I don't think you're wrong.
Man can't
I don't
attack me
think you're wrong.
because
I don't think you're wrong.
Man can't attack me. What I was saying though, but my thing's different.
I don't think you're wrong.
I've not had no conversation though. Hold on.
No,
Let me speak quickly.
you make it like I decided wrong. You know exactly what I did.
Hold on.
He was following you. That's why I got to call you. One minute, Raf.
Kalam knows that though.
Let me say one thing, Raf. The reason why I've got to call you out right now is because people like Raf was following you, and that's why I got to show the brothers don't follow him.
Kalam, you know this though.
What? We was all together.
Because he'll throw you under the bus.
What I thought, you know this.
We was all together.
You know though.
We was all together. You wasn't following me. Was you not following me?
Kalam, I'm next to you the whole time, Kalam. What are you talking about?
This is what happens.
I'm asking you, were you following me personally?
Kalam, I'm next to you the whole time.
Were you following me
there
personally?
with the camera in front of your face, I'm next to you,
Hey,
Kalam.
Siowi, I beg you come in real quickly, though. Nah, Leo, I think you need to come in. Because it's so disingenuous.
No, hold on.
Nah, is that real?
Hold on.
Is that real?
Kalam. Hey, listen. I'm not talking about at the gates, no. I'm talking about in the park. Whatever, yeah, out of view.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
I was
take him harder.
Fact.
But who are we following? Who are we following? I'm going to ask you this question. Who are we following?
I'm following you.
Okay, but who
Big
are we
Bro.
following?
I'm following Big Bro.
Okay. And who else are we following?
I'm following Big Bro.
All right, then.
I'm following my black people.
All right.
Fact.
And who was with Big Bro, though?
Tommy.
No. Who was?
He ain't a doctor or a lawyer,
Who
Big
did
Bro.
we link up with?
He ain't a doctor or a
That
lawyer.
was with Big Bro.
But we value him same way.
Few people still.
Few people.
Yeah, few people.
Was content one of those people?
Yes.
Okay. But so why don't anybody attack content? I love you,
But
content.
not
Again, yeah.
but
No, I'm just going to show you
but
something.
content-
I'm going to show you.
No, you can't
I'm going to show you
put that
hypocrisy.
One second. Did you go there as media or as a presenter?
Exactly. Content media.
What do you mean? It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
TV,
One second.
I'm the
Have you
presenter
ever?
and I'm the media channel.
Look. He's live now. Yeah, content over everything is live now.
Yeah.
Do you see content over everything like? You see him do that?
Different type of.
So then he's not. So you're not. So you're a presenter. You're a host. You're a presenter.
It's a different type.
You're a presenter. Come on,
It's a
man.
different type of journalism.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
a different
agreeing.
type of journalism.
But your journalism is you're a host and a presenter.
You're a host.
As well, yeah. And a personality. He's a cameraman. He's a cameraman.
He doesn't come in the camera. He doesn't.
That's why we're not on him.
That's why I said
So you never heard him saying hi? Yeah, well done, Tommy. You never heard that.
But you never heard your brethren doing that though. Who? Your brethren doing that though.
He got checked. He got checked. And you know what you do?
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Hold on. 1 second.
I'm not even trying to disrespect my brother.
You are. And that's the whole
Bad
purpose. 1 second.
Bad hypocrisy, though.
Bro, brothers, come on, man. Levels, fam. Yeah? That was the whole purpose of you bringing it up, was to humiliate him.
No, it was not to humiliate.
Say that.
You can't be humiliating him. I'm not humiliating him.
No, you're not. You are not.
Because I hope my brother stands by
Fam.
his words all the day.
Hear what I'm saying?
Come on.
But you know what I'm saying? See these sideline things that you bring up. I hear what you're doing, yeah. But I keep wondering what makes you think, that we ain't had this conversation, fam.
Yeah, do it in front of the camera, bro.
Why?
The same way.
Conversation.
The same energy you bring into me.
Because Raf's not advocating for Tommy Robinson.
Do it to next man.
You know why?
Do it to next
Because
man.
when we checked, man.
Do it to next man.
When we checked,
Do it to
man.
next man.
Fam, stop that.
Do it to next
So
man.
you know when we
And I
checked
respect
him,
this brother. I love this brother.
Listen.
I'm just showing you the
When we
hypocrisy.
checked him,
Go ahead.
he took the check.
But guess
Fam,
what?
1
It
second.
shouldn't even be a check though.
Why? It is a
He
check.
has his
It
own
is a check.
opinion.
It is a check.
He has his own
It
opinion.
was a check.
Even though it's so what?
He has his own opinion.
You know why? You know why? No one shush.
It's not a
Man,
check.
come on, fam. You know why?
No. Wait.
You know why,
Can I
fam?
say something?
He shouldn't know.
I didn't know
Fam,
Big Bro was
shush.
thinking.
Listen, man. I'll make you allow it, man.
One voice,
Listen
one
to me.
voice.
Listen. He did not know. He didn't know about the climate. He wasn't even politically aware of what Tommy was about. So to the extent, so he was ignorant.
Okay.
So
Cool.
once he's now done his research,
Yeah.
He's like, no, he's not supporting that thing.
Can I speak now?
Simple thing.
Now I'm saying, yeah, it should not be a check. He's a big man himself,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You could talk to him, you
The
could
brothers
advise
be
him,
checking each other,
but it
man.
should not
That's
be
what
a
it
check.
is. That's what the advice. Talking advice. That's what check is. Talking advice. That's what check is.
No, you're not willing to misinform your brother.
Yeah,
Unlike
yeah.
him.
Tell him the realness.
I didn't put words in his mouth. I didn't put words in his mouth. I didn't put words in his mouth. So allow me on that.
I managed the chief to call me
Can I
spin.
say something?
Spin.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I put the words in his
Kalam,
mouth.
everything,
Kalam,
fam.
Yeah,
hold
put
on,
the words in his
Kalam,
mouth.
hold on, please.
All right,
He
then.
flopped.
Please, my brother.
Forget that following
Hold
me.
on, can I say
No,
something?
man, no. Forget
Can I
that.
say something?
Bruv, listen, I was just trying to done this thing
You know
anyway,
100, bro.
But
Like,
this ain't
keep up the
no.
standards.
This ain't the fam. Forget about like a million
Okay,
and one
go on.
things. I beg man allow it because we speak about order innit. We always speak about it, and then in the heat of the thing, man just allow it innit. Man's already tried to hot man up about stabbing, and I don't want no more of my bridgings, on camera trying to talk with this brother about anything. Let's just keep it simple and light, bro. Before man throws another brother under the bus.
No. What
Yeah?
I was going to say
Yeah?
is this.
We're done
What I was
that,
going to say this. What I was going to say
It's
this.
all right to throw me on it.
No one's. There's no bus, fam. There's no bus, fam. There's no bus. There's no bus, fam.
Let me just
All
say
of this
something.
doesn't mean about throwing me on the bus.
Hold on. We're discussing events, and we're discussing events, and we're giving opinions. Yeah. This is what it is. So we are.
So I'm
So
doing the
listen,
same
here.
thing. I'm doing the same
We're
thing.
on the same subject. Now you're now just drawing in people like, yeah, boom, yeah.
Everybody
You're
came
using
in.
them for analogies.
Everybody came
Now this
in,
is a
bro.
root conversation, fam. Yeah. But you know what you're doing.
Like, if
innit?
you don't want to be a part of it, step out.
All right. So
You don't want to be part of it,
this
step
is
out.
this is it. This is the energy that you got to see. 'Cause man will convince you and say, no, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing that. And then you.
Bruv, if you
Fam,
want
allow it,
to
man.
draw me in,
Stop
yeah?
no one was
You
drawing
wanna
you in.
draw
fam.
me in?
No one's drawing you in. No one's
Come
drawing
in,
you
come in as well.
No one's drawing you in.
Because I can play the game as
But
well.
anyway, let's just done this argument. Let's done the
I don't
conversation.
co-sign, bro. I don't co-sign. I said it time and time again, yeah.
hold on.
I don't co-sign those words.
But Bully, hold on.
But you lot fail to understand it because you lot don't want to understand
Man,
it.
you're fucking stubborn you as well, bro. Fucking very stubborn people, bro. Let's done this
If I'm
conversation.
saying I don't co-sign the
Fam,
words, why you
let's
telling me
done
I'm
this
co-signing the
conversation.
you?
Your actions, bro.
Don't tell me I'm co-signing the you when I already said I don't condone these actions.
So
Yeah.
hold on. Let me see something. Out of all of this chat, yeah, what is it that we're gonna build on this? Is this what is this?
This is
because
dead.
this is just dead weight
This is
bruv,
dead.
right now, bro. Yeah?
This is
And
dead.
I'm starting to, bruv. The more this conversation goes, I can hear certain things gonna get said, and it's just we just need to move away from it. So, what is it we're doing? Where is man gone? Where's my man? Where's Russ gone?
Russ.
Is man gone? Is this done? What is this? So let me ask that. So boom, on a wrapping up thing.
Yeah.
What are we surmising? Cause basically, with all this, I felt like this is dead energy. Because man just going around and man's throwing
Accusations.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, innit?
So
Just
what
don't
where
say,
we going
like,
with
okay,
this?
so don't make, like, for me personally, statements ever comparing Tommy Robinson to any of our ancestors. Not Asata Shakur, not Nanny Maroon. I don't want to hear because for me, you're trying to brainwash the people. Like I said, the reason why I've had to call man out because we've seen that Raf has followed him and Big Bro into supporting Tommy Robinson. You understand? So we know that the brothers are misleading people in some way, shape or form. You understand? As far as I'm concerned. You understand? So what I'm saying is, that's what I'm saying.
No.
What I'm saying,
Wait.
and you can say what you're saying. So you can say what you're saying, yeah? For me, stay consistent. So when Muslims are being racist and we stick it on Muslims, fight for their freedom of speech as well. So the next time a Muslim's racist or disrespect someone,
Fight for Uncle Omar's freedom of
make sure you
speech.
fight for their freedom of speech as well. So be consistent in your thing. And
freedom of
obviously I know that you messed up by making that statement because one, you denied the statement, you denied when the statement was. I had to actually find the statement online in a 5-hour show and play it for you to actually even realise that the statement was made. I had to play it to you first before you actually acknowledge the statement. And then even when I've played the statement, you're running around the statement and saying it isn't what it is. But I'm going to do the show on Thursday, and it is exactly what I'm saying it is. So for me personally, like statements like that, trying to set up the gang. Now obviously, I've called you out now, and you're very intelligent. So for me, I don't know if I could trust him. He probably hide up his thing a bit better and not make statements like that. But I just don't want you. All of this agent provocateur, far right, trying to wind up the man them, and try to mislead the people. If you do that, I'm going to be forced to call you out, but I don't want to call you out because I don't want to be in any back and forth with you personally.
Cool. Can I respond to everything that you said? And I want to make sure that you're here to pull me up here if I miss anything that you said, right? You said that I mislead the brother. yeah, and I think you're not giving enough credit to the brother itself. I give, like, just where I give all my audience members, yeah, the credit, yeah, to have their own mind to make up their own decisions. To say my man doesn't have his own mind to make his own decisions, and another man is making a decision for him.
he made the decision.
No, wait. It's belittling the brother because I believe the brother. I believe the brother is smart enough, he's old enough, he's mature enough to make his own decisions. And he was not following. He wasn't following me, yeah, on my support of Tommy Robinson. I didn't put no words inside of his mouth. He done that. He done that himself. Hold on, no, wait. Let me finish. Your second point. Can you just tell me your second point again? Sorry, but comparing Asad Shakur to Tommy Robinson. None of our ancestors you can compare. It's like I can't even say now my ancestors or our ancestors were human beings, and Tommy Robinson's a human being. We can't make the comparison. That sounds so
disingenuous.
Nonsense, right? I said that Tommy Robinson, yeah, is a freedom fighter to his people.
I'll play the clip.
Asad Shakur is a freedom fighter to his people. Che Guevara was a freedom fighter to their people, right? That's the only comparison there is between the two individuals.
You made a comparison that they're both prisoners of war, and you didn't think
they're both political prisoners. They're both political prisoners.
Never did he think he'd see the day what happened in America happened over here in England, and it's happened with Tommy Robinson.
Wait. I stand by that. No. I stand by that.
Right, cool.
I stand by that. The reason why I stand by that, right? Yeah, is because Tommy Robinson was a political prisoner. The only reason why he was in prison was based upon politics. He was wrongfully in prison. Hence the reason his 13 months has not been served and he's out today. So me making the comparison in terms of conceptions is the same thing. Wait. No, let me continue responding to everything that he said. Can you bring up the different things that you said that I haven't addressed so far?
I've said any time that we talked or we was any time we was in opposition of the Muslims, Abdul Hamid, Omar, anyone who was being racist for disrespecting black people, he never once fought for their freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? In the way that he fought for Tan's freedom of speech. So for me, there's a definite bias. On top of that, he doesn't want to have discussions with me as a black brother in public, but he will have discussions with black Muslims. So for me, there's a definite bias in the way you're actually dealing with our community and you're dividing our community. Now, Marcus Garvey, as you know, united the community. His biggest power was the fact that the black Muslims and the black Christians was working on one accord. So obviously, we've got to keep that energy. Okay. And anyone that's trying to come and divide that energy, we've got to call them out as an agent provocateur.
Anyway, it's cool. So now, talking about dividing, blacks and Muslims and all these things here, yeah, and Muslims, I don't deal with that, right? The very first person I came to Speaker's Corner with, yeah, was Stephen Graham, Muslim. The person that we first linked up.
I know Stephen Graham personally.
Yeah, I know.
He ain't Muslim like how you're saying.
I know. I spoke to him this morning. Yeah, that's calm, right? The first person who invited me to Speaker's Corner, right, and told me to come down was Isa, Muslim yet again, yeah. So don't tell me I'm trying to do some dividing the Muslims, right? The last show I did, yeah, was in favor of Muslims yet again. So don't tell me I'm dividing Muslims.
The last show. Yeah.
Or whatever the case is, right? Hold on. Now there's other individuals, yeah, such as Hussein, right? They're being violent towards me, right? You're not being violent towards me. I'm not trying to make it go to that stage where we have to do this on camera. Where we have to do this on camera. Therefore, I say let's step back. Because there's a lot of people want to see this divide, right? A lot of people are playing this divide and conquer game, and most people don't even spot and clock it, right?
And that's why you're playing into it.
And that's why. Hold on. And that's why, yeah, I would not engage in any conflicts with yourself. If it's something to build with, I will engage with you. Anything against that, I'm not talking to you on camera on it. It's that simple.
But you're allowed time to call the man a nigger on your show. This is my problem. Now, you don't want to engage with me directly, but all of your people around you, like Bacon Lady, who's Tommy Robinson's #1 fan, all of these most of the people on Man Sing's show, most of these people are pushing a narrative that gang is a mob, gang needs to leave the park, gang is some gang. This is the narrative that all of these people that you're affiliating with are pushing, and you are not saying anything to defend the man from that narrative. If anything, I'd say that the words that you used on the show where you said guiding the new generation and you said should be arrested and should be thrown in prison is actually adding fuel to the fire of their racist agenda against the gang. And that's why I come to you in public.
Cool.
Because you're hiding behind them.
Now let me respond, yeah? Now all of these different individuals, right? I don't have their numbers. I don't speak to them like that. You must think that I'm affiliated with all of these different people. The same way, yeah, I speak to you. They may see me on camera with with you.
You're not answering my point.
Hold on. I'm actually addressing your point. You talked about all these people that I'm affiliated with, right?
You're on the show,
Yeah.
agreeing with them,
Yes,
and you're adding fuel to their narrative.
1 minute,
Listen,
5 minutes.
You're not trying to go against their narrative. You're adding fuel to their narrative.
If anybody watches the show, I say what I have to say. Afterwards, I jumped off the show. I'm not watching these shows. There's tens of shows here that's going on every single day about what happened last week. I'm not trying to pay attention to that.
You're on the show with people pushing the narrative that gang are barbaric and gang need to be pushed out of the park. You're not going against that narrative. You're adding fuel to that narrative by saying that you wanted people to come down for Tan. This is not guiding the new generation. And just after you said guiding the new generation, just after you said guiding the new generation, you said people less than dogs. You don't want to compare them to dogs, and then you called them savages, animals, and then you said that you want these people to do prison time. You understand? Come on, bro. I've got a good memory. You might be intelligent, but I've got a good memory, bro.
Why
That's how I remember the
stand by that?
hadith.
Yeah? Because if anybody touches you, right? Yeah. What would I want for them? Exactly the same thing. They should serve a prison sentence. Anybody that punches you, touches you in any way that you should not be touched.
You were talking in regards to the man.
Should deserve a prison sentence. What's problem? What's problem?
After you gave a platform to an agent provocateur, you've given a platform to an agent provocateur.
No, I'm not defending other people.
Yes, you are, fam.
Listen, yeah. If gang wants to, let me say something, yeah. If any person in gang, hold on, if any person in gang, yeah, wanted to attack a female, right? I'm telling you, I want them in prison, straight. There's no like being around the bush. That's not real. That's not real. I didn't say that.
I lie. Why wasn't you consistent saying that the woman who pulled Jedi's lock, which we can see on camera, should be in prison?
Listen.
Why did you say she should be in prison?
You never said one thing that was in gang favour.
Come on. I can't lie. The truth makes you feel good. You don't have to worry, look on your face when you're dealing with truth. You're comfortable.
1 second, Russ.
You're
might have a problem
comfortable.
with Raspect individually, but you said you're cool with the gang holistically. So why didn't you have one good point in gang's defence from your observation of what happened on that day? Because you was in front.
Did you not hear what I said? Did you not hear what I said?
You know him already. He has to.
Did you not hear what I said?
After Jedi
I said no. Jedi didn't have to correct me.
Jedi, you corrected him on the show.
Jedi, did I make any good statements about gang on that show?
On what show? About
On the
what?
show
The man who sent this show.
What the fuck does it matter, bro? Why? What? Where we getting? Where's the bridge, bro?
There is
fucking bridge, man.
There isn't one. There isn't one.
Yeah, for 9 ether. For 9 ether, yeah, after this, obviously I feel like a lot of people have been violating. Obviously, my whole thing ain't, your whole thing is intelligence and setting up controversy at the park and breaking things down. Now, personally, that's what I think.
I'm setting up controversy at the park.
Fueling.
Allow me.
Fueling, adding.
Hold on, 1 second. Let me answer a question. Let me answer a question.
on that.
Co-signing.
Allow me on that, please.
Let me answer a question. Do you mean to say that you are not going to take credit for being influential in the part in terms of actually orchestrating certain things and tweaking certain things to go in a way that you see pleasing?
Hashtag Kalam did it, of course.
Okay, so that's
Hashtag Kalam.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's what we're talking about, then, isn't it?
Hashtag Kalam did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Hashtag
about.
Kalam did it.
You know, my thing.
Hashtag Kalam did it.
My thing is music. My thing is
I
music.
don't know why we're denying silly things. This is why I say this conversation is dumb,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, so my-
because man's gonna just play. Fam, hear what I'm saying, yeah? Like, there's certain man, fam, yeah? You could walk into your yard and find a man, yeah, grinding your gal, and he will speech you out of thinking, oh, that's where the thing came. I tripped and fell and landed. Yeah, like, there's certain man, yeah, that are so gifted, fam, yeah, and I can only celebrate, man, yeah, and watch and marvel at the way, like, you know, like when I see a horse running, I marvel at it. I don't try to be a horse or envy. Oh, I wish I was a horse. Yeah, I marvel at a horse for, and Kalam is good at like. I don't even know I'm doing that movement. I'm not like, forget that. Yeah,
He knows how to control.
yeah, like,
manipulate words.
So
He's
this is
very
what I'm
good at
saying.
manipulating
Yeah,
words.
but at the end, when you cut through the bullshit, yeah, because this is what you do. You got 2 tactics. Yeah, blind you with brilliance or baffle you with bullshit. Yeah, 2 tactics of Kalam.
BB.
Now the baffling of the bullshit, he's gonna run through a list of everything he did that day. Oh yeah, well I went round, I went left, meanwhile in his second brain, you get me, yeah? In his second brain, he's actually coming up with a plausible, realistic answer. You get me? And then, bam! Bruv, all I want to know is what is the bridge, fam, yeah? Because, like, the disingenuous levels have gone through the roof where we're arguing about whether you manipulate things in the park.
I know.
But you know that you do.
I say hashtag Kalam did it.
Hashtag Kalam did it. Proper black.
You get me?
Like, what I'm saying? Let's say even, as a show where you might have other people on. What I'm saying, as a black man, considering our situation that we're in, will you make the thing black-centered and black-rooted? Meaning, anything that might give some influence to people, where they might go against black people in some way. Black positivity. You'd be like, you know what? Because I'm saying you're good at a lot of these things. You get me? I'm just saying, because a lot of people, let's say, are perceiving things where I understand some of the things what you say, where you're coming from. But I would say, as a collective, we're not at a state of power where we can just say we can ignore bits and not ignore bits. There's certain things we're hearing over there. If I was over there, I'm glad I didn't come last week. Anyway, I won't say what I can. But anyway, I'm just saying, no, seriously, when I saw that video this morning, I was like, anyway, what my point is, bruv, I'm saying, we're black here. I'm saying if you make the thing rooted, because at the beginning of the show, when you started it at the beginning, how many years ago when I was there?
When you brought in,
that's what it was. No, I'm saying the show, when we're talking the American thing, black power. All the conversation. We spent 8 hours, 2 hours before the show.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I get on, because I feel like instead of representing our community.
Uncle Ket, we be arguing with these man, debating, me, bruv, on the Hangouts. I used to fall asleep on the Hangouts and wake up with them talking. You there? Yo. I woke up one time, they were talking about Islam. And I woke up and they all bust out laughing because they said the word Islam. They said, you've been sleeping and snoring, but you wake up when you hear the word Islam. You get me? I'm just saying, they made a joke about it. I'm saying, it's like, I understand when we brought it to Britain now, it's a harder juggle. Because in America, it's more black and white. Do you understand? But over here, it's like, some white people are cool. Do you get me? There's this, and how do you juggle it? But I'm saying, I believe the brother's totally sincere. It's just you can't. I'm saying over here, I don't think it's the same. So how does he? I'm just saying. For me, I'm very black and white and everything. Keep it black rooted, I feel, and you can't go wrong. That's just me. Shut up. That's a good story. Yeah, I'm very black and white. But anyway, as I was saying, I feel, because for me, you're a black brother. You know, and I feel you've got brilliance for our people. And I'm saying, at the end of the day, let's say anyone else you're talking about, whether it be Tommy, whether you think he's racist or not, this bloody monkey that come over there talking his garbage, yellow good one, bloody jaundice cursed bastard, that piece of garbage there, right, him, no, whoever it is, he cursed with jaundice, that's why, anyway, whatever. What my point is, brother, they all got their agenda for their people in their race. That's it. You understand? So all I'm saying, you know I love this brother, I love this brother, right? And I ain't going to mention why I feel maybe he did slip or whatever for the thing with that show, right? Because I don't want to bring something back up. Because there were certain things weeks before, and I'm thinking maybe that's the part. But anyway, but what I'm saying is, for me, please, I'm just saying my advice, keep the thing black rooted. You have brilliance with the show. You get me? Once it's there, I'm saying whatever else you're doing, bruv, man, are there for you, bruv. You get what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
You know me already. I'm very black and white.
I think like one of the main problems that I feel like personally, there's a lot of people in our community that would have loved the original content. That feel like right now, man's bending over for the far right. Pound, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying he's trying to juggle everybody.
I'm not gonna lie, for me,
bring these together. And I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, no, but see, let me show you something. If he brought Tommy on the show, with his genius questions, bro, I'll be honest, he would have highlighted certain things. I'm just saying, with this bloody monkey that come on and started saying what he's saying, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Whatever, bloody tan, whatever that piece of freaking. Anyway, what he started saying on the show. I'm saying, that dog that come on the show, I'm saying, whatever ideas he had in his head, I'm saying to me, let's say someone didn't know about his show. Let's say, I heard Titans, blah, blah, blah. He put on a thing. And you got this bloody gook calling black people this. You get me? Oh, sorry. I'm saying, to me, I fight racism with racism. I believe black people.
What's good?
All right, sorry. We've got to be better than that.
Is that swear word?
No, I'm not saying better. I'm saying it's offensive to Chinese people.
You're intellectual great, you know. So
black intellectual, and I believe you fight racism with racism. All right, sorry, it's your thing.
When you start calling man cook and that.
I will call
it differently. It's either you're a help or you're a hindrance. There's no in between here, Kalam. Now this is a perilous time now.
I think we should all ask ourselves that same question.
Now. Remember what the brethren did say in a menace? When did say in a menace? And it's on. And you are the pussy clout prey. And you. Not necessarily these men around us.
No.
Get me?
Well,
so
for
it's
me,
either we're going to be in the confusion oh, we're going to come amongst ourselves, see me, and mobilise and move forward. It can't be like this. You've got to be like this. You've got to put egos to the side, you've got to put personal grievances and work as a collective in the park. We'll be best doing that because united will stand, divided we're going to fall, innit?
Yeah. True stories.
Don't you feel?
True stories. And that's why I've never divided.
So outside influences at Tan, we can't make that.
Bro, like, I don't know, bro. Fam.
That's a division, bro. Tan's a division.
Bro, like, bro, I can't lie, fam. One second. I can't lie, fam, yeah? Like,
it's not diversion. It's not. It doesn't divert.
Are you upset the Tan's gone?
Nah, man, we're getting. This is what I'm saying, bro.
Again, this is that ego stuff. You're just trying to.
What if I tell you Tan's not gone?
Tan's not gone.
Tan's not gone. I said that. Rack showed me that. But what I'm saying, are you upset that he got chased out? You was upset in it. You was depressed.
I'm upset if anybody gets chased out.
No one got chased out. So let's stop that fucking.
He said it. I'm responding to what
I'm
he's saying, right?
Fam, yeah. No one got chased out. Everyone's got.
He got taken out by the feds.
Escorted
out.
Yeah.
He got took out.
Let man talk for himself, innit? Yeah. Let whatever.
Really, he knows what it is. It's either your help or your hindrance.
And you should ask yourself. Everybody should ask themselves that question.
Definitely.
Every single day they wake up in the morning. Ask yourself,
Especially if you
am
put
I a help
yourself
or
out there and
hindrance?
you've got a platform. So especially, I'd say the ones that have platforms and the ones that are setting up institutions.
No, I'm saying
Or
everybody.
so-called platforms.
Everybody.
You see, personally,
Everybody. Because you know what? You know what it
But
is?
if you're
You know what it
putting
is?
yourself out there,
You know
You know what it is, yeah?
Go on.
Like you're a reflection of your whole family and your whole community. And anybody that's watching you, yeah, you're representing your family, your community.
I'm glad you know
You
that.
get what I'm saying?
100%.
All right.
I'm glad you know that.
So we need
Why
to
did
be
he
conscious
represent
of
when he's calling
ourselves.
niggas and that? When he's calling the man them niggas, why didn't he represent their family and community?
So
then?
I am representing for my family and my community.
Why didn't he
Because
at that
I'm
time?
showing
with a platform,
Can I show you something? I'm showing my community, yeah, how you can be a bigger person, how you can have
How you can be submissive.
how you can actually. There's no
I'm
submission.
subservient.
There is no submission. Who am I submissive to? There's no one
Did
that
you
can.
feel like there
that
was
can make
power
me
in
submissive.
silence or
Allow
something?
me.
Did you feel like there was power in
Of
silence?
course, there's always power in silence. There's always power in
More than
silence.
protesting.
There's always power, yeah, in non-action rather than action.
What did
The
Muhammad
reason-
say?
the
What did
reason-
Muhammad
the
say?
reason-
We need you in the hadith.
Let me finish you. Let me finish you. Why, yeah?
Isa,
Because it's
Isa,
so
what did
easy to
Muhammad
act
say about
out.
protesting?
It's so easy yeah, for somebody
said
else
there's
yeah,
power in
to
silence.
take control of
He
you
said
based
there's
upon your
more power in
emotions.
silence.
And that Sunday, yeah, we saw, yeah, via Jedi, yeah, what self-control and silence really is like. That he showed, yeah, Tanya, what true power was as a black man.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? Hold on. Omar, the one that they call Rap Boy, right? He showed you what true power was here as a Muslim, yeah, when he done that.
Jedi showed that true power because Jedi knows that you set it up. So Jedi's not going to allow Kalam on his chessboard to allow him to get set up. We all know that you set up Kalam from the show.
How can I set this
So you're
up,
asking him.
The brother had something planned already. How can I
But
set
you're
that
asking
up?
him he's going to come with bodyguards and you're putting fuel in the fire. But let me leave it with a hadith, yeah?
Yeah, leave it.
Tan is an abuser. He verbally abused a man and is an oppressor. Yeah? And there's a hadith that says when you see an oppressor, yeah, raise your hand and stop that oppressor. You understand? And if you can't raise your hand and stop that oppressor, speak out boldly against that oppressor. And if you can't speak out boldly, protest in your heart. But protesting in your heart is the poorest and the weakest form of protest. You get me? And that's why the man then spoke out boldly against the oppressor, and the oppressor had to flee the situation. Give thanks.
Gang shit on. Gang unite.
Gang unite.
Gang unite. Death to black and white oppressors. Death to black and white oppressors.
How many people on there? When you run out of money? Wow. Oh, shit.
Come on. No.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
100.
No, but when you know, but what's right? Get me? What's wrong? Man can't get me.
Well, man ain't gonna defend that because man,
You might as well keep it rolling, G.
what man preach. Man consistent.
Big up COE, baby.
What man saying.
COE, baby. Come on. Oh, man.
Jenny's not feeling my self-defense. Overstretch when he
Nah, it's not that rough, man. Right about now, yeah. It's not that rough. on is on some PR thing and media and shit. Like, man's not dealing with man normal, like humans, like, or like man them. So man's always saying, oh yeah, well, I got my man them on the road. The man them on the road are here with you right now, fam. Come on, fam. Like, they're not just parked away somewhere in your ends. Yeah, people like that are everywhere, fam. And you're not, like, you're just, the whole time you're giving my media voice. It's real voice, it's real talks.
Come take over everything from your belly. Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen.